maybe.
He was breastfeeding with the mother of Conching.
Okay.
He was breastfeeding. Mother Tita Conching, he was breastfeeding. Matitay ko. Matitay. Matitay. Nagpasuso. Maanahan ni Matitay.
Oh, this is Matitay. Oh. And also, his father died when he was either 9 or 10 years old.
Okay.
So he was actually brought up by his aunt.
Single aunties.
And growing up under that condition was
He was very
difficult.
They won't even let him go to school.
They would rather have him just work. So he really wanted to go to school. At that time, because it was right after the Spanish-American War. This is in the early 1900s. My father was about 19 years old. And then what happened was before he could go to school, he had to do all the chores at home, then go to school. And then they just worked hard, but then in those days, when you attain 6th or 7th grade, at that time you can teach already. You can be teachers.
And he used to tell us that you know where he used to read? He read outside during the moonlight.
Yeah.
Because his aunt will not allow him to go to school.
No electricity at the time.
Because he said,
Remember, he was the first electrician in Ormo.
you know why he will not allow him to go to school? Because his aunt will tell him, you're not going to be governor, so why do you need to go to school? So that's I remember. I got it from Paul. So he had a very hard life. In fact, I told my father, I said, Father, why don't you write your life story? Me and my life story. You know what he told me? It's too painful. It's too painful. I wish he did. I wish I would have forced. And so he writes very well. He writes very well. I have letters from him that I kept when I was in the Navy. He used to write with all his advices. Because he was worried with me and your Tita Vicky in the Navy. We're so greenhorn, we're so fresh from the Philippines, we don't know anything. And we're in the middle of all the men, the Navy men. So he was really worried about us, me, because we're so naive. We have never been out of Ormo. So he used to write us all the advices. I have all his letters. It's always reminded.
You ask for sugar for yourself?
Oh, ask for sugar. It's funny, it's our experience. We took a military plane from Sangley Point to Guam. So in Guam, we marched out with the sailors. So we went to the chow hall, chow hall, and the first time they gave us milk. Fresh milk, we have never had fresh milk in the Philippines. We always have sweetened milk. So we're asking for sugar, we have sugar for this milk. Everybody was laughing. That was our first experience about fresh milk. We're so naive and ignorant. So I will never forget that. But my father really wrote a lot of letters to us because he was worried that the two of us were just so simple, we're so ignorant, I think, or innocent, or whatever you call that. And there he were in the middle of Navy. And there's only very few namely women. So very few Filipinas at that time too. We were in 1965, very few. Okay, so that's from my father.